Billionaire dumps Australian netball team in dispute over father's racist comments. When Australia's richest woman Gina Rinehart threw a financial lifeline to Netball Australia, she triggered a debate about sponsorships and the role of social and political issues in the sporting sphere. Then she walked away. Rinehart's bombshell decision to withdraw a $14 million Australian dollars, $8.9 million, sponsorship deal for the Diamonds, Australia's national netball team, caught the players off guard and struck a blow to the future of Netball Australia, a sporting body mired in debt. The drama engulfing the Diamonds is not new, but experts say disputes could become more common as athletes and fans take a stronger stance on the source of sponsorship money. Last week, high-profile fans of the AFL's Fremantle Dockers urged management to sever ties with long-term sponsor, fossil fuel company Woodside, over its carbon emissions. Meanwhile, Australian Test cricket captain Pat Cummins reportedly raised issues with Cricket Australia's deal with Alinta Energy, for the same reasons. For members of the Diamonds, the objections focused on racist comments made almost 40 years ago by Rinehart's father, Lang Hancock, the founder of her company Hancock Prospecting. Rinehart is a prolific supporter of Australian sports teams and typically earns praise for her sponsorship deals. Last year, Olympic swimmer Kate Campbell reportedly said that Rinehart had saved swimming. But Kevin Argus, a lecturer in marketing from Vermont University, said Rinehart's decision on Saturday to pull funding from Netball Australia was a lost opportunity. In Australia, we have witnessed many large powerful companies benefit enormously from positive associations with sport and withdraw their funding support as soon as an issue arises with athletes, he told CNN Sport. The Diamonds athletes raised concerns about being seen to be supporting a legacy of Aboriginal discrimination. Some have expressed concerns about the environment. These are major issues today that won't go away, he said. At the center of the controversy is Noongar woman Donnell Wallam, a rising star who is set to make her debut this week as only the third Indigenous netball player to represent Australia. Wallam had reportedly expressed reservations about wearing the Hancock logo due to comments Rinehart's father made about Australia's First Nations people. During a televised interview in 1984, Hancock said he'd doped the water up so they were sterile and breathed themselves out. His words are a dark reminder of racist attitudes toward Indigenous people, and though Rinehart promotes her long-standing support of Aboriginal communities through mining royalties and charities, she has never publicly condemned her father's statements. Wallam's teammates have rallied around her, and when the team ran onto the court to play New Zealand in the Constellation Cup last week, they wore their old uniforms, without the Hancock logo. Rinehart and Hancock Prospecting said there was no requirement for the Diamonds to wear the logo during the New Zealand games and they did not refuse to wear it. The statement said Hancock's majority-owned mining company Roy Hill would also pull its support of Netball WA, a state netball body, as the two companies do not wish to add to netball's disunity problems. Both Netball Australia and Netball WA would be offered 4 months of funding while they find new partners, the statement added. Separately, Rinehart and Hancock seem to take a swipe at the players by saying they consider it too necessary for sports organizations to be used as a vehicle for social or political causes. There are more targeted and genuine ways to progress social or political causes without virtue signaling or for self-publicity, the statement added. On Monday, Catherine Harvey-Williams, CEO of the Australian Netball Players Association, told the Australian Broadcasting Corporation that Wallam had asked for an exemption not to wear the logo and was refused. In the end, unfortunately, Donnell found the pressure too much and decided that she would wear the logo. But it was too late. Netball Australia has made no secret of its financial difficulties. Despite being the most popular team sport in Australia with 1.2 million players, it made a loss last year of $4.4 million Australian dollars, $2.8 million. Netball Australia's CEO Kelly Ryan told 9 News the loss of Hancock sponsorship was disappointing, but a strong balance needs to be struck between social issues and funding. There is a really important role that sporting organizations do play from grassroots right through to the elite to create a safe environment to have really strong social conversations, Ryan said. But there also needs to be a balance in terms of the commercial realities of that as well. In a statement, the players said they were disappointed with Hancock's decision to withdraw sponsorship and thanked other sponsors for their ongoing support. The statement added, reports of a protest on behalf of the players, on environmental grounds, and a split within the playing group are incorrect. The singular issue of concern to the players was one of support for our only Indigenous team member. Vicky Saunders, founder of the brand Builders, says Wallam's objection to wearing the Hancock logo was deeply personal, and not a matter of a player using their public profile to promote a political cause. Her 60,000-year-old culture will tell you that it's important. Her 200 years of survival, and her fellow Indigenous people will tell you it's important, Saunders said. She has a very personal reason for not wanting to wear a logo that represents a person who said that her people should be sterilized or bred out, she said. This isn't a new issue for her. This is her life.